Hey, what's up? It's your favorite super cool YouTuber, JasonSmallz. If you don't know me, I make these weird videos for the internet, so you guys should definitely subscribe because we're almost at 1K, okay? Alright, cool. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Jubilee video titled 6 Democrats versus 1 Secret Republican. Me personally, I don't associate myself with the political party, I guess. If I were overall, I would probably say that I'm more Democratic, but I really don't care, and I really don't feel like arguing with anybody in the comments, so we're just gonna say I'm an independent, okay? Anyways, this video should be pretty interesting. Make sure you guys like and all that stuff, and let's get into it.
We brought together 7 Democrats.
I am a Democrat.
I'm a Democrat.
I am a Democrat.
I'm a Democrat.
I am a Democrat. I'm a Democrat.
I'm a Democrat.
1 is a liar. If the group discovers who the liar is, they'll split a cash prize. If the liar survives, they win the entire prize.
Pretty simple.
Who is the odd man out?
When did everybody become a Democrat?
From birth.
That's a weird question.
Honestly, when I went to school, I grew up in a really small town in Nebraska. It was very white. We had Fox News on TV
You're
all
not
the
helping
time.
your case.
I know.
Not helping. I know my vote.
Brandon kind of was coming after me, which is saying stuff like, that's a bad move for bringing up like that I'm from Nebraska and that I grew up with a conservative family. So I thought maybe, him coming off that strongly that he could have been the mole.
Where'd you go to school?
Oklahoma State University, which does not help.
Okay,
I come from a conservative family,
But yeah,
went to college.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and stop the video before I get too ahead of myself, and before I get this video completely taken down for not giving enough of a reaction. If I were to judge anybody here based off their appearance, whether they're Republican or Democratic, I would probably say this guy's a Republican, quite honestly. I feel like democracy has to do with a lot of mainstream kind of stuff, and just based off the way everybody's dressed, I feel like this guy has the most kind of off mainstream. You know what? I don't know actually.
Where did you go to college?
USC.
Democratic family over here.
UFC's down the street from me.
I think I was targeting Nick a little bit. USC is known for being a more private, conservative school.
I didn't know that. Wait, what? What reason do people have for voting? Most of these people, this girl hasn't even spoken yet. Why do people think that this girl's Republican? She hasn't even spoke yet. Why is this guy's chin so big in his picture? Why did they do him? They couldn't review the picture?
There's a three-way tie amongst Blake, Nick, and Brandon.
First of all, I'm black. I think the Democratic Party aligns with the interests of black people. The Republican Party really doesn't offer anything.
Medicare is a big thing
What?
for me.
That was a really stupid statement. Honestly, I think that guy's Republican now.
My father passed away right before I was born, didn't have health insurance, and so when he got sick and got cancer, it just happened so late. I don't want that to happen to anybody else's parents.
The most important issue for me is the environment. I think Trump pulling out of the Paris Agreement
Republican.
is horrible. I think the US
Republican.
should lead this global initiative to full energy.
It's making me cry. I'm trying to get it together right now.
Nick. I would say it's Nick. If anybody.
There's a two-way tie again. Between Blake and Nick.
Thank you.
Stupid
If the
ad.
election was today, who would you vote for?
Andrew Yang.
Why?
I think his the freedom dividend with $1,000 a month helps the far majority of people in America.
Yang's signature policy is the freedom dividend, a 1K per month universal basic income to all citizens 18 or older regardless of employment status. Okay, I don't want to get too political with my opinions, but what I think is that's a little, I don't think there's need for that. $1,000 just automatically for everybody if you're above 18. Really? I feel like anybody that's taken a basic economics course in high school would understand that would cost hella inflation, and eventually over time that $1,000 would be 2 cents. So I don't see, personally, that doesn't sound very smart.
Majority of people in America.
I don't mean to interrupt, but also I don't feel like Andrew Yang really emphasizes the points that you first brought up about healthcare, and I think Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders.
But
Yeah.
he is for Medicare for all.
All
though.
women agree with
Okay,
each
true,
other.
but I feel like other politicians,
Correct.
especially who have
Would be
led
more-
the
I agree.
forefront
I'm planning to vote for
for
Elizabeth
the
Warren.
primary.
What are your views on abortion?
Elizabeth Warren.
Pro-choice, easy.
Oh no, they voted Blake out.
Were you lying?
By
Blake was inconsistent with what policies were really most important to him. I think a really important question is what values really make you a Democrat to you?
Why don't you start out with your own question?
Sure. I am Iranian American.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
I'm Iranian
Oh,
American.
okay, yeah. Your
And-
parents are immigrants.
Yeah.
Started asking questions, so I kind of cut her off, and I don't know, that seemed kind of like a very aggressive way to come at it.
Women's rights are really important to me.
what does that have to
as
do
well
with being
as,
Republican?
environmental rights. I'm a huge Bernie Sanders supporter.
What ways do you support the women's rights movement?
Well, like abortion, Planned Parenthood.
I'm half black, half Mexican, and my mom was actually brought here as a baby from my abuelita and abuelito from TJ, and then my dad's obviously black. And so, kind of like the same things, black people are Democrats. I don't like people telling me what to do. So, like, 150% pro-choice.
I think Jasmine was
I don't know. Personally, that's like the second or third time that they've said like black people are Democrats. Honestly, there's kind of like a big divide of all people. Usually older, more traditionalist people are gonna be, you know, Republican, obviously. That's kind of what they're known for. And there is a vast group of like the older black population that is more traditionalist and obviously Republican. So I don't know if they just haven't seen that side of America, or I don't know.
protected by Brandon, which is completely valid because people of color should protect people of color. But I just felt like I didn't want to come in and be a little bit of a bully and try to get to the root of the question.
But I would say like I'm a baby Democrat because I grew up Christian. My main thing is
What?
abortion, healthcare. Again, baby Democrat. I like just got into it, so
Welcome.
thank you.
Oh,
If you're real, welcome. Both of my parents are immigrants. My mom was born in Grenada. My dad was born in Paris, France. And then I'm currently in school. I'm a political science major, pre-law concentration. Then minors in ethnic studies. Don't think a Republican would take that first. Anthropology and geography. You didn't laugh, Nick. You didn't laugh. Anthropology
I'm
and geography.
smiling. I love your story. I was a theater major, you guys. How many Republicans are theater majors?
I would say my biggest values is I'm a staunch feminist. Like, I'm absolutely pro-choice, and I believe in women's autonomy over their bodies.
Obviously, women's rights.
Honestly, it seems like the way they're trying to pick at each other and decide who is the Republican, they're just kind of going off of like stereotypes and stuff. I'm not Republican, so I'm not here to completely defend Republicans or whatever. But it seems like they're just going off of like stereotypes and what they see like on the internet and stuff. I guess that's kind of the easiest way to do this. Obviously because that's kind of all they have to go based off of. But I don't know. It's interesting to see how people are gonna figure this out.
Huge to me. There needs to be autonomy. Gun control also extremely important.
The big thing that made me a Democrat was knowing in high school that I was gay, and I was raised in the military in the era of don't ask, don't tell. Carried a lot of shame. And, yeah,
How old are you, real quick?
30.
Oh, dang. Thought you were in your 20s.
Yeah.
What?
So,
You look so young.
thank you.
Just made it sound 10 minutes.
Wow, that went really fast.
I think we all were just really open with each other.
Uh-oh, Sarah. Bye, Sarah. You idiot.
All the other women in the
Just
box
kidding.
had very like concrete examples to back up why they were a feminist and why they were pro-choice. It really sucked that I had to like vote Sarah out, but in my head, her answer was a little less supported.
I guess you can box in being a feminist and being pro-choice with being a Democrat, but I feel like they're kind of missing the point of this. They're trying to find like activism within people, but democracy. Why couldn't I think of that word? Democracy isn't always about activism, and I think people are going to forget that.
That you want is still in the box and you would like to continue the game.
I'm gonna start off
Seriously?
somewhere really weird, but it's just based off a study I read. If you guys were to see a severed hand floating in a glass bottle, how disgusted would you be?
A severed hand in a glass.
Severed hand in a glass bottle.
How would a hand fit in a bottle?
How disgusted would you
Such an
be?
intense question.
How disgusted would you be?
I would probably be pretty disgusted, I
Okay.
would say.
I would probably throw up. Blood really freaks me out.
Okay.
Is it bloody and stuff?
Yeah.
Because like that stuff matters
However
to me.
your mind goes with it, how disgusted do you think? How
I
disgusted
can't
do you
even
think it is?
imagine it, so like I'm not gonna say.
Okay, if the mole is truly still in the box, I think it's this guy. Just the way, I don't know, man. I feel like off the jump, he was saying, oh, black people are Democrats. They gotta be Democrats. Black people gotta be Democrats. I feel like by doing that, he was trying to emphasize the stereotype with black people. So maybe he's gonna come out and say, okay, I was a Republican and I did that to bring notice to that stereotype, I guess. That'd be pretty cool if he, I mean, I don't know, we'll see.
It's super disgusting, but obviously wouldn't just have it on my mantelpiece.
My gut reaction isn't gross, it's more like
Why?
comical and confused. Like,
Yeah.
I would like to know more information. I'm curious.
Okay.
Wait, why?
Yeah, what's the
what's
deal?
what's the study?
Okay. Essentially, a study in 2014 said that, like, based on like brains of Democrats versus Republicans, Republicans are more likely to have like a gut reaction of something being more disgusting.
At the same time, though,
It's based on thought processing.
that's interesting
But-
because you two,
'Cause
like, you're the
I-
baby Democrat,
yeah.
and then you're.
I feel like people think that like Democrats and Republicans are like two different species. Like they can think the same. Like they just, bro, it's just a political like party. Like it's Republican is not a gender.
Your family's conservative before.
Both Nick and Jazz were really disgusted, and that's why like both of them were kind of on my list.
I thought Sai's question was really interesting, and what's so funny is I answered differently than what I was thinking in my head, because I was thinking that if I saw a jar with a hand, I would be like, oh, there's a jar with that. It wouldn't really bother me. But I answered that it would because I thought that would be the answer they were looking for, and it turns out it totally was wrong to do that. Oops.
Who are your top like two candidates? What are the issues that like you most resonate with their platform?
I'm a big Warren person because I love the way she's run her campaign. That it seems
For the most
so.
part.
For the most
Except
part.
for a Native American.
Exactly. That is. Oh my God.
I feel like you shouldn't I feel like you shouldn't vote for a president based on the way they run a campaign, because I know this is gonna blow your mind, but when a president gets elected, her campaign is over because she's the president. I know, you guys are blown away.
But she seems like she's really out to meet people personally, and she spends hours waiting to take selfies, and she calls people personally, and she's
Okay.
only taking money from regular citizens,
That's all
not
gonna
big,
change if
huge
she becomes
donors, and I
president. I
appreciate
bet
that
you.
so much.
I felt like Nick didn't come across as passionate. His answers just seemed a little premeditated, and I felt like they were just kind of read off without emotion behind them.
Oh,
really-
brother. Oh my God. This is how people are, man. They ask you a question, you give them a good answer. I don't like the way he... Oh my God. I don't think it's good enough for these people.
Like Warren, but I lean a little bit more towards Sanders because I was a sociology major, and so sociology.
No, but
Okay.
I like it.
I'm a people person, and in order for everybody to succeed, we all need to build each other up, not tear each other down. And so Bernie, he's
What
very
policies of Bernie are you like a?
well.
a
His
strong
racial
supporter of?
justice is like a big thing for me. Immigration, and then obviously like universal health care. And I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, a lot of the stuff I get is from like Black Twitter. So
Which is like totally a valid
Which is
source
liberal.
though.
I'm gonna
I
check
feel
that.
like we're all Democrats.
I feel like she said that just to make her feel better.
Me too.
People are gonna vote Nick out. Yeah.
As soon as you heard him, you're like,
I had a target on my back that entire game. I think age might have been a factor. I think that the four that were left seemed to really be connecting as younger people.
Raise your hand if
It's true.
you think that the mole is still in the box and you would like to continue the game.
I don't know.
Lights turn red, the mole is still in the box and lights turn green, then you take the mole out.
Alright. Oh.
It's you,
I-
isn't it?
Oh my God.
I know now.
I knew it.
All of you.
Can the mole please step forward?
What's this guy? No way!
You're lucky you're black. You're lucky you're black.
What? That was totally uncalled for. What was the point in saying that? What? If you were Asian, I would have. You would have been gone, bro. On sight.
I was the most suspicious of the actual mole. I didn't believe Jasmine at all when she said she was a baby Democrat. That's an excuse for being, okay, I'm a Republican, I'm coming onto the show, and I'm going to pretend to be a Democrat. So let me say that I'm a new one, then that way people will go easier on me.
When Brandon
Wow.
said that his first reasoning for being a Democrat was because he was black, the way that I was thinking and coming at it was he would never assume that another black person would be a Republican,
Bro,
let alone
that's exactly what happened.
want to be very friendly with him and joke around.
I had my suspicions. I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if she was the mole, but in my head, I was like, I hope it's not Jaslyn who's the mole. It comes down to identities. As a black person, for better, for worse, I think black people should stick together.
It was just in here? Oh shoot, I feel bad, but like.
Bro, that's not even a lot of money. That's literally probably like $60 in ones. Like 1.4 mil, come on dude. That's probably like a couple racks at least.
The stereotype of Republicans is we're not white. We can be mixed race, we can be of someone that comes from an immigrant
Exactly,
household
anybody
like I
can be
did.
anything.
I'm very pro-wall, I'm very pro-Trump. I do believe that
Oh,
immigrants
shit.
have the right to vote, but legal immigrants.
You said you're pro-choice. Is that true?
No, I am not pro-choice.
Oh.
I'm pro-life. I used to think that Democrats,
What?
a lot of them don't really care about what's going on like politically. They only care about what's on like media. I really like seeing that a lot of them had their reasoning for being a Democrat followed with their morals or followed with their beliefs.
I didn't expect her to be pro-Trump. Interesting. You know, just an interesting observation. I feel like post-Trump election, a lot of people that were Republicans and that didn't like Trump kind of became Democrats, whether they officially became a Democrat or they started thinking like a Democrat. So it's interesting to see that a lot of the Republicans that are left over post-Trump election are Trump supporters. So that's I don't know, it's just interesting. Anyways, guys, I think that's the end of the video, you know. Make sure you guys subscribe, dude. We're literally almost at 1K. As of now, we're 17 subscribers away. 17. Dude, come on, dude. If every single person that's not subscribed and watching this video subscribed right now, we'll be at 1K, alright? I'd be happy. I might even do a giveaway 1K. I don't know, maybe like $100, $50, I don't know. We'll see. Today's subscriber shout out goes to Billy Terra Pundu. So shout out you. Remember guys, if you want a subscriber shout out, all you guys gotta do is subscribe with post notifications on and then comment something down below when you are done. Anyways, I think that's gonna be the end of the video. If you guys want something similar to this next video, let me know. Just comment down below what you guys want me to watch, make fun of, react to, blah blah blah. And I think that's enough said, so freaking peace, dude.